This video is brought to you with support from my patrons on Patreon. Hey everybody, it's Jimmy from the DIY and Digital, and that looks different. Guess I should do a layout update. Welcome back everybody, and it's time for another layout update. A lot of work has been going on over the past few weeks on the layout, including, as you can see, there's some mountains here. And you guys see the train parked right here. I've done a lot of wiring. The main focus of the work has been on the new section right here. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So a lot of work has gotten done on the mountainous section of the layout. You'll notice that I have some plaster cloth mountains with the cardboard basket weaving. So let's get into what I have done so far since the last time we checked out the layout. The first thing that I did was do the basket weaving technique for making my mountains. Now this is a method that is pretty common, so I'm not going to do a full-blown tutorial, plus a ton of other guys have done videos. I know Vinny, aka BNSF6951, is doing a bunch of different ways to make mountains right now. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. But basically the way that I do this is I use hot glue to secure the 1-inch cardboard strips, and I will do those for the vertical supports, and then I weave the horizontal supports in and out, and I do this for the general shape of the mountains. Now, one of the reasons why I chose to use this method for the mountains was because they do give a more organic, natural shape to your mountains versus using the previous methods, which was using just extruded foam layer upon layer upon layer, and then using plaster or joint compound or hydrocal or Sculptamold or something like that to make my mountains seem more organic. This just automatically gets it more organic, especially if you just let the cardboard kind of go whichever way it wants within reason. And this is basically, it's kind of long and arduous, and it's kind of a test fit process, and it's a lot of rinse and repeat, but it does yield some pretty good results. Next, it was time to run all of my wires for my DCC system for the track and everything. Now, I'm doing a whole episode on that next week, so I'm just going to tell you that I did it, and I'll show you guys more next week. And then once that was done, I went to gluing down the track now that all the wires were in place, and I used my old go-to, which is Latex Caulk. It has never failed me, and basically when I'm doing Kata Unitrack, I only glue it down at the joiners, and there's a couple different ways to do that. If you have a cork rib bed, you're going to want to probably spread it out with like a spatula or something like that, and then kind of mush it in. You're going to want to weigh it down because it does take the stuff overnight to dry, but this is a very, very cheap adhesive to use for this. It's about $3 or $4 a tube, and one tube does go a long way. You will need a caulking gun. I'll link both of those in the description below. Next up, I did the plastering work on the basket weave mountains, and this is arguably one of the messiest things that I'm going to do on this layout. It's one of the messiest ways to make mountains, but it does yield some fantastic results. And basically, I'm just laying it across, and it's an exercise in patience and persistence. You want to make sure that you get everything right, because if you have a corner that ends up in one of the gaps in between, you're going to waste a good section of your plaster gauze that you are using. So basically, you just want to take your time, get everything right, get everything as close to sealed, and you can fix some stuff with things like hydrocal or Sculptamold or joint compound down the road, but you want to make sure you get all the big gaps covered and you don't have any weird dips or anything. Now, one other thing you might notice is that I have gray washcloths covering up all of my track. Now, it's important to protect your track during this process because the plaster is going to get everywhere. Now, some people do tape. The reason that I'm doing washcloths is two reasons. Washcloths will absorb the water. I have them folded over, so it's going to take a little bit of water to be able to get into there, and the plaster's more than likely never going to get through down to the track through that. But the reason I picked gray is because I can more easily see where any water is soaking through just looking in passing versus a white washcloth. Now I bought these from Target. This whole pack was like $2.75, but that's the reason why not only I'm using washcloths, but I'm using gray washcloths. They're also very easy to move around the layout as well. And of course, I did have to do some more train running right here. Always test, but this is the fun part of testing. We're always running, because I actually did find some issues with another one of my locomotives in this run that I wasn't recording, but I'm working on those and hopefully I can get those resolved. But always be testing after every major update to your layout that you have done, so especially when it's one as messy as this. So that's what's been going on the layout. We've got a lot going on, but I still have a whole lot to go. I'm going to be showing the wiring next week for the DCC on this side, something that some of you guys have asked for, so be on the lookout for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. They are listed right here. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, and you get access to all sorts of behind the scenes, advance notice of things that are going on. And if you're at the $5 a month level, you get to get a model of the month that you can 3D print yourself if you do 3D printing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and that sounded terrible. I know this is totally unrealistic to have a train parked on an incline like this, but it looks cool.